Hello, welcome to another episode, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. And in this one, we're going to do a preview for the Jamaica versus Bermuda game. Now, this one takes place tomorrow, September 5 at 7 p.m. Bermuda time. That's about 5 p.m. Jamaica time. And depending on where you are in the world, you can basically gauge it according to those two time slots that I just provided. All right. Before I go any further, remember, smash the like button and subscribe to Halftime TV. Big shout out to our sponsors as well. Quick Link Shipping, anything you need shipped into the island, they have you covered. Also, congratulations to the Jamaican Prime Minister making history, third term. And for those who follow the politics, I know you were enthused last evening as both political parties took it all the way down to the wire. But we're not here to talk about politics today. We're talking about football, as the Reggae Boys have landed in Bermuda and they'll be looking to play their game against the Bermuda national team tomorrow evening in their first game of the third round of World Cup qualifiers. Now, if Jamaica wins all their games, we can basically say we're through to the World Cup. But Jamaica does not need to win all their games. They need to get the business done from early, nonetheless. Who will Jamaica be playing against? Bermuda. And what is this Bermuda team? Are they any threat? When it comes down to CONCACAF, all teams are threats. We can't take any team lightly because everyone wants to get to the World Cup. This year, or should I say this World Cup, the slots have changed somewhat because it's up from 32 to 48. So a lot of the teams who hadn't been given the opportunity or hadn't gotten the opportunity in previous years, this will be their best chance in history of making it to the World Cup. Also for Jamaica, it will be their best chance because Jamaica, since going to the World Cup in 1998, we have not been there since, and we would be looking to change that bit of history because it doesn't look good in our favor, really. All right. A lot of other teams who debuted in that 98 World Cup, they're doing well now on the international stage. One such team, Croatia, we're seeing what they're doing in international football. Brilliant stuff, brilliant. And to think the trajectory of Croatia when they came to the World Cup in 1998 and the Jamaican national team, since they went to the World Cup in 1998, day and night really, because one team shows that they wanted it, one team put structures in place and built upon it, while the other team constantly tries to put band-aid over potholes, really. All right, so who are the main players in this one? Who should we be looking out for? Before I get to it, let's talk a little bit about the FIFA ranking. So Jamaica is ranked 70th on the FIFA ranking, and they actually dipped 7 places when it last updated. We know after that horrendous Gold Cup showing, Jamaica dipped in the places. And I know a lot of Jamaican fans were even questioning Steve McLaren if he was the actual right person for the job. As for Bermuda, they are 162 on the FIFA ranking. They jumped 6 places in the last iteration. Now, Bermuda, they had some good competition in their last few games. And in those games, we have Parfait Williams, who scored in 4 of the last 5 games that Bermuda played. And for context, these games were against Cuba, Dominican Republic, as well as Honduras. Although they lost the game against Honduras, he still got on the score sheet. And I think he's one of those players that we need to be mindful of because, again, getting on the score sheet in these games, it shows that he can be lethal in front of goal. The Honduras team, always a challenge for Jamaica, and we saw that at the Gold Cup as well. As for Jamaica, who are the ones that are back in the lineup? Shamar Nicholson, it's good to see him back. Whether or not he will start, I'll do a preview. I'll actually do a predicted 11 for that one tomorrow. But I don't think the coach rates Shamar Nicholson very highly, and that showed in the last time he called up an international squad. But when it comes down to situations like these, if you're in the player's shoes, you need to make a claim. You need to go out there and to show the coach something. That way, he doesn't have an excuse to leave you on the bench or to leave you out of the squad altogether. Shamar Nicholson coming back in this Jamaican team. He's had over 50 appearances, basically averaging a goal per 3 games for Jamaica's national team. And as per the setup that we have now, he's one of the more dangerous players that Jamaica has in the squad. He's also one of the leaders as well. Still only 28 years of age. The last couple of years have been rocky for Shamar Nicholson, and he'll be looking to get his football or his club career, in addition to his international career, back up and running. We also have Ronaldo Cephas, who will, I expect, to be playing off that left-hand side. Now, we spoke about Demarai Gray's absence, and I think Ronaldo Cephas can be Jamaica's danger man over there on the left-hand side. We saw what he's capable of doing in the Unity Cup that was played a couple months ago in England. And if Ronaldo Cephas comes anywhere close to those levels in this game against Bermuda, I think Bermuda will be up on the day. They'll be up basically. They'll have their hands full. As far as defenders go, it's very difficult for defenders to cope with Ronaldo Cephas because of his pace, because of his directness. However, his decision making oftentimes lets him down, and that's what we're hoping will change in this game. Speaking of defenders, on the Bermuda team, we have Dante Leverock, 6'4" tall defender, towering defender, giant of a man. He will be looking to keep the score down in this game for the Bermuda team. And also, he is a goal scoring defender. He's had almost 50 appearances for the Bermuda team, and he's scored about 7 goals or so. So the Jamaican team, we do not cope well with set pieces, whether it's a corner, whether it's a wide free kick. And I think Leverock will give Jamaica some problems in the box because of what we've seen the Jamaican defenders do in the past when coping with set pieces. So I want the Jamaican team to be mindful of that. I want the Jamaican team to pay keen attention to Leverock, because he's one of those players that can cause damage to the Jamaican team. Naki Wells, he hasn't been amongst the mix in the last couple of games or so, and I want you to look out for that name, look out for the player as well. A very tricky player, very dangerous player, and he can very well be that player to cause harm to the Jamaican defense. He's very skilled. He knows where the goal is, and on any given day, if he's given space and time, he will make the team pay. He will make the opposition pay. So look out for Naki Wells. He's one of the forwards for the Bermuda team. Zico Lewis is expected to captain the team going into this one. And the strange thing, not the strange thing, the interesting thing is lots of the players who will be lining up for Bermuda are among the most capped players for the Bermuda team. So Bermuda has a mixture of experience as well as youth in this one. Jamaican team, we have some experienced players in there, but experience in that they played a lot of club football and now they're playing for Jamaica. Mikel Antonio, case in point. We have Damian Lowe, who's been playing for the Jamaican national team for quite some time, and as I mentioned, Shamar Nicholson. But Mikel Antonio, at 35 years of age, is one of the senior guys on the Jamaican national team, and whether or not he'll get some minutes and how much minutes he will get on the day is yet to be seen, but we're paying keen attention to that. Continuing, we have Kyle Duncan, who was a late addition to the Jamaican national team. At 28 years of age, he's making his Jamaican debut, and as for Kyle Duncan, he's played for the United States of America at all levels, including the senior level. So he made his USA debut in 2020, and he's a cousin of Tim Weah. And for Kyle Duncan, I want to basically stick a pin on this one, because usually we see the Jamaican contingent of the Jamaican Football Federation recruiting players from England and other spaces in Europe. We don't often see the Jamaican national or the Jamaican Federation reaching out to players who didn't make the cut in the United States, especially since, it's CONCACAF. US is one of our direct rivals. These are teams that we're competing to be better than. So in an instance where a player isn't good enough to make the American team, one would expect Jamaica to be looking elsewhere, because if you can't make the US team, how are you going to make the Jamaican team? And then how are you going to help us beat a team that you weren't good enough to make? So I won't go too much into it, but just know Kyle Duncan, 28 years of age, representing Jamaica. This will be his debut. Another debutant is Bailey Kadamatri, and this is his second call-up. He was included in a squad last year. He opted to play for England under 19 instead, and ended up getting on a score sheet there. I think he played 4 games for England under 19, under 20 combined, and he got 1 goal. So far this season, he's got 1 goal for Sheffield Wednesday, and he's the son of Danny Cadamartri, former Everton standout player. So overall, I think this game is lining up to be a very interesting game. One team is known for, really Bermuda is known to me and to most people for the Bermuda Triangle. We don't really hear much about Bermuda from a footballing standpoint. And as for the Bermudans, they may very well say the same about Jamaica. They may say reggae music, and they may say track and field. Not much of a footballing nation from outside looking in. As Jamaicans, we want to think that we're a footballing nation, but as per the lens of others, that's not how it is deciphered. But overall, I think it will be an interesting encounter. It will be a competitive encounter. Jamaica versus Bermuda. This is the kickoff. This is the first game of the 3rd round of World Cup qualifiers. So many big names on the Jamaican national team. So many big names not there as well. And whether or not Jamaica will be able to cope without these individuals, it's yet to be seen. But we will find out tomorrow evening as they kick off this one in Bermuda. I think Jamaica should win this game. It will not be a blow-away, as some may call it. It will not be a 5-6-0 kind of encounter. I think it'll be much closer than that. And as such, I'm putting it Jamaica 3, Bermuda 1. And then I'm going to turn it over to you, the Halftime TV viewers and subscribers, to share what your predictions are for this, the first game of the World Cup qualifiers 3rd round for Jamaica. Let's hear those predictions below this video. And remember, smash the like button, subscribe to Halftime TV if you have not yet done so, and please go out and have yourself a wonderful day today. Until next time.